about. And I just kind of just sat on it until yesterday, and then I just wrote a little talk about love. It's like the easiest thing to talk about, right? So I thought, okay, how can I make this where you feel really inspired and feel just super good after this talk? So what I'm going to be talking about is, I believe that the majority of us make love this grand act in the mind, right? Love is this grand, huge act. And I think that this idea of its grandiosity causes us to reject love. And so that's my argument. It's not an argument. I'm going to show you all the ways that you reject love. Because we do think that love is this big grand thing. And it is, right? But what does that look like on the micro level? I think that a lot of us are missing things on a micro level, chances to go deeper into love. So, what do we know about love? Love heals our physical body, it heals our emotional body, it heals our spiritual body. Love's vibration has a way of clearing stagnant energy. It heals everything, literally everything. And so it's so important, right? I don't have to argue for that, right? I don't have to argue for love's importance. But love is every bit a physiological phenomenon as it is a psychological and spiritual one. So when we reject love, and even on the tiniest level to the biggest level, there's this accumulation of things that happens. When we reject love, no matter how big, how small, we're missing that opportunity to heal. So before we explore what that is, let's break down what healing looks like in the physical body on a physiological level. So, on a very literal way, wounds close up, right? We have wounds, our body heals. It closes the wound. Cells repair themselves, right? We can agree that healing in the body is cells repairing themselves, regeneration, renewal, increase in cell turnover. That's what healing can look like. It's a balanced vital signs, right? It's like textbook. Check your blood pressure, it's looking pretty good. You're free of disease. You're pain-free. You have healthy sleep patterns. You have a hydrated body, and your energy levels match your action, and your action matches your energy levels. So I think we can all agree that's what a healed, healthy, physical body would be like. Can we all put ourselves in that place a little bit, what that would be like? And then the emotional body, a healed emotional body, is a calm, peaceful inner world, right? It's what's happening in here. So forget the physical, it's what's happening like in here. We have a calm, peaceful inner world. We have positive thoughts, and we project positive thoughts onto others. That would be what a healed person would behave or feel like, or what it would feel like up here. We're rested, we're present, we have an overall sense of well-being regardless of external factors. Ideas and inspiration flow easily to us when we're healed emotionally, right here in the mind. Solutions flow easily to me. I no longer respond from past trauma. Unconscious behaviors seem to resolve themselves. So we can agree that's kind of what a healed, healthy, emotional body would look like. So then we move on to the spiritual body, what a healed, healthy spiritual body might look like. And so see if you can grasp this aspect of yourself. So you have compassion for yourself. You have compassion for others. Love and kindness flows into everything that I do. You have radical faith and trust in the universe. You have a sense of purpose, passion, and prosperity. Connectedness with everyone and everything. You surrender to all that is. You're coming from a place of non-judgment. Love flows to me, through me, and from me with ease and abundance. And I no longer doubt my power to overcome. So can y'all kind of relate to kind of put yourself there, what a very healthy, healed spiritual body would look like? Okay, so we know that we're all off balance in like these categories at different times, right? If you want to put them, it feels so weird to put them in categories, but it's helpful, right? To understand what's happening in the physical body and how that's separate from this, not separate, but looks different in the emotional body and then the spiritual body. So what promotes the healing? What allows for this healing to manifest in the individual and in you? What allows this to arrive regardless of the individual's story, the past, or the trauma of the individual? I mean, isn't that curious? Like what creates, what's the real creation source of this shift that happens within people, right? That we all want. So love is our trauma's antidote. It's our healing counterpoison. Love is not some huge radical act that happens to us, but it can be. Love is not obvious, but it can be. Love is not a grand gesture from those we want to love us, but it can be, right? Let us explore all the ways in which we reject the micro acts of love in our everyday. So, note here, though, that it doesn't matter all the reasons why you reject love, right? It doesn't matter. We can get into that story. It doesn't matter the reasons why you reject it. All that matters is that when you come into awareness that you are rejecting love on the micro and then the accumulation that creates or prevents you from this healing, these things on this list, right? When you become aware of the ways you're rejecting love, that is healing in and of itself, right? Just that awareness. So we could do a discussion here, but I think it would be, we could do something together, but I think that I should give y'all examples or something first, right? Because we could talk about like what are all the ways we reject love. And your mind it'll go off in this direction that's probably not going to look like what the truth is. And that's what I mean by the grand acts of love, where we think that love looks a certain way. We make it in our mind that it's this big thing, or this thing that looks different than what it actually is, that it causes rejection, right? Because it seems unattainable in some ways. So these are some of the ways that you reject love. I will just kind of list them out and then just note the ones that are true for you, and you'll start to understand the layer below this. If that makes sense. Going to bed when your body is tired. A lot of us don't do that, right? Honoring when you're hungry or thirsty. Using the bathroom when your body tells you to. Not numbing out with the TV or social media. Sitting with uncomfortable feelings. Stretching and walking when your body is asking for it. Listening to the screams of the body when it's in pain. Asking about the pain. Not numbing the pain. Overeating, undereating, flooding ourselves with sugars and chemicals. So we don't really think about those as acts of love, do we? No. But could we agree that if we honored ourselves in that way, that would be an act of love? If you took care of your body and you went to bed when you were tired, If you honored when you're hungry or when you're thirsty, if you honored stop overeating when you knew that wasn't love, or starving yourself, or having a headache, instead of going and drinking water, you take 2 Tylenol. Seems like trivial stuff, right? Daily stuff, but that's love that you're rejecting every single time you don't take care of yourself. So how's your body to heal? We know that love heals. It can't when you aren't giving it the love, when you're rejecting the love. So we'll go a little further. Creating sensorial experiences for yourself. Hot salt bath soaks, soft buttery socks, and comfortable clothes that make you feel good. Loving yourself through scents that bring you pleasure. Lotion your skin, alone time, quiet time. Light the candle for yourself as you would for your guests that you're having over. Don't only light your scented candles because guests are coming over. Do it for yourself if you like it, right? Take care when you're fixing your plate of food. Make it as beautiful as you would for your lover or your children. Love every part of you. Remain neutral with those physical parts of you that you don't like. So, again, simple stuff, right? But how many times have you rejected this in yourself? These opportunities to love yourself. Probably a lot, right? A lot of this. So, let's go another layer deeper. Smiling for no reason. Close your eyes and feel your face soften. This is a really beautiful exercise, like closing your eyes and waiting for your face to soften, wait for your forehead to soften, and just smile. Just feel it. Just be in it for a moment. That's a way to love ourselves. Offer this sweetness to strangers. I love smiling at strangers. Smile at your pets, snuggle their little necks. Laugh at yourself and the silly thoughts of the mind. Create playful thoughts and ideas in your inner landscape. So, isn't that a beautiful way to love ourselves better? And quit rejecting the opportunities to do some of those things. When the stranger in the store offers you a cut in line, take it. I've rejected it before because I don't know what happened. I just felt weird about it. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's good. You go ahead. How many times have y'all done that? Or is it just me?
You're talking about trying to out-Texan a Texan?
Yeah. So that's what you just rejected love from that stranger. When a friend offers to buy you lunch, let them. When someone offers a compliment, accept it. Don't downplay it, downgrade it, deflect it, or even feel like you have to match it. Just accept it. Notice a stranger's shoes and compliment them. Notice when people are working hard and mention it. Like your clerks or check routers or whoever, anyone. Just mention it. Just have that compassion there to notice them. Notice them in their whatever they're doing. When someone recommends a book, read it. How many times have y'all been recommended a book and you just don't read it? You're rejecting something there. When someone asks you if you're okay, be honest. How many times have we rejected the opportunity to have someone hear us out and love on us? Allow yourself to receive the love that the universe is offering so freely and abundantly in every nook and cranny of your day. Stop and look at the butterfly and the bee, the flower and the tree. Have y'all noticed this beautiful tree that's right out here? Yeah. Stopping and connecting and loving on that tree. So are y'all kind of getting the idea of all the ways we reject love? We reject it. All of these opportunities. And every time we reject it, we reject an opportunity to heal that physical body, that emotional body, that spiritual body. If you're moved by a sunset, you have the time to take that picture, to pull off on the side of the road and take that picture and see its beauty and send it to a friend. You have the time. You can do that. You have the time to ask someone their story. You have the time to tell your story. You have the time to pick up trash in the parking lot, on the ground. When someone is angry or upset, you have time to pause and ask what's underneath that anger. When we reject opportunities to connect, to go deeper, to take the mask off, to touch, to hug, to notice, to open up, to be kind, to take care of the earth, to notice ourselves and the people we meet, to stay 2 questions deeper into the combo. When we run off early, when we go on our own inner island of safety, we're rejecting opportunities to love and to receive love. In this accumulation of rejection, little by little, we create imbalance, dis-ease in our physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Okay, that's a lot. Are y'all okay? So instead of being sad about all the times we've rejected love, I have some questions for you to leave you with. In what ways have you rejected love today already? What opportunities was there that you've already missed out on? It's okay. But think about this week, this past week. Think about this past month. Think about this past year. Can you sit and feel the accumulation of this missed opportunities, these missed opportunities to love, these missed opportunities to love yourself better, right? All that healing power, all that antidote to the trauma, the wounds, it's all abundantly available for you always. It's never lost. It's never missed. It only asks of you to perceive it, to receive it, and allow it to do its magic. Isn't this wonderful to know that your healing is abundantly available to you through love, through small acts, experiences, allowing, surrendering, stopping, slowing, breathing, smiling. You are never without.